Okay. What do you learn from fighting Morrell
Uh,
about yourself?
that I go 12 rounds easy. That I could make the miss. I could pick my shot whenever I want to. Counter. I could slow down the whole pace and rhythm with the jab. Keep the jab in their face. Just a lot. Like I could smother them, pull in, pull out. Just a lot of stuff.
Okay. Um, Obviously, like you said before, people thought that he was gonna get rid of you in a couple rounds.
Yeah.
Um, that must have lit a fire in your eye as well. So, in the same time, what's it like being in there with Morrell, fighting him, and obviously getting him ready to spar him?
Well, with the fight, I had a lot of questions to figure out myself, and then I won 12 rounds, and like I said, I could have done more punches, but the fight wasn't as hard as I thought it would be, and I like just told myself that I belong here, that I can go 12 rounds, that I can go with that I can be with these top guys. So you could say that was my first big fight on the big stage where mentally I was there and I knew I had a game plan. I knew what I was doing. So the sparring, it was different. I was the aggressor. I was picking my shots. I was kind of doing what I wanted to, and then even Ronnie Shields, he liked sparring because I was the aggressor. I was kind of mimicking David Benavidez' style with the hands up, walking him down, and they loved the sparring.
That's awesome. So, as far as punching power is concerned, I mean, you've been in there with Better Beef. Obviously, I don't. How does Morrell's punching power measure up to Better Beef's power?
See, when I fought Better Beef, like it was a luck. Like when you're in a dream and everything's slow motion. That's how I felt with him. Like I wasn't there, but I was there. So I told my coach in the corner, he doesn't hit that hard. He hit me in the back of my head, my rock, my equilibrium. But when I sparred him, that's when everything was calmer for me. I was there. I was relaxed. Then you could feel his power. He didn't hit me that much in the head or nowhere, but he was hitting me on the shoulders, on the neck, here and there, and he's one of the hardest hitters I ever sparred for a light heavyweight. In sparring, you could with 16 ounces, you could really feel his power, just hitting you on the arms, the gloves. You're like, damn, I don't hit, but this.
Because yeah, they were saying that the winner of this weekend's fight will fight face the winner of Better Beef and Bevo.
Mm-hmm.
So hypothetically, say David Morrell beats Benavidez, and he has to go and fight Arthur Better Beef. Who would you favor?
Better be. Uh, even if Benavidez, I would favor Morrell because he moves better, I guess. So he would maybe give Beterbiev more trouble with his movement and slickness. Benavidez knows one way, and that's gonna go right into Archer's game plan. So I think Benavidez would do worse against Beterbiev just because how the styles are.
You say it will go right into his game plan.
Yeah, because
So,
he wants you to sit there and brawl. That's exactly what I did.
right, right,
He
right.
he 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 cuts the distance off so quick. Um, it's crazy. Like in sparring, like I said, this is better. What I did with better be is just as soon as he's about to come in, I come to him and smother his punches. If you lean on the ropes, it's over for you. Like I seen sparring, he was switching sparring partners left and right.
Mm, mm.
You can't get in a firefight with him. You got to pick your shots and move, but you can't move all 12 rounds. You got to come in into the fire, smother him, make him back up.
Right. So he's obviously been the hardest you've ever hit in life.
Well, no, I sparred heavyweights that hit way harder, but the light heavyweight, yes.
Wow, wow, wow. Okay. Okay. Um yes, that's very interesting, man. That's it. Now, speak about Better Beef's people talk about his power, but you say game plan, it will fall right into his game plan. And you did mention the brawl situation, but what about IQ?
Oh,
Like boxing ability?
yeah, he uses his jab pretty good too. He's very smart. He uses his jab, but his main thing is to get you closer so you can land that overhand right on top of your head, kind of behind your head, anywhere. That's his main thing, the overhand right. So you just gotta watch out for the jab. As soon as he comes in, what I did is I come into him, smother him, and take away his offense real quick.
Mm.
It's obviously it's sparring, but in the fight, it will be harder to do, and you got to do it for 12 rounds. But yeah, like I said, it's really good work, and it's way different than the fight was. The sparring part, sparring.
Yeah. So tell me, with the Morrell situation, right? I don't know how much of a, as far as boxing fan, as far as just a fighter, or how much of a boxing fan you are as far as these fights. Are you a fan of boxing?
Yeah,
Okay. So this fight coming up, you've been in the ring, with Morrell and helped him for this fight. Talked about helping. Helping, like, were you in the training camp for a while? How many rounds were you working with him to prepare for this fight coming up this weekend?
they wanted me there for like 2 months, but I couldn't. I was only there for a week. So I only sparred him 3 times. He had other guys that mimicked Benavidez very well. So you could say he used me as my slickness and my speed, and then he mimicked Benavidez coming forward, and then he had another Mexican, uh, the guy that just beat Calico.
Oh, the guy that beat Khalil Cole
Yeah,
on the throne.
he's a straightforward Mexican fighter.
He's a big
Yeah,
kid. Yeah, he's
yeah,
a big guy. That's a
he
yeah.
didn't mimic Benavidez. He did exactly how he fights. He just comes forward, and he stayed. Morrell stayed calm, picked his shots. So yeah, it was good.
Mm. Does that guy have a punch output like
Oh my god, yeah, and hits very hard. Just I seen him sparring. He every punch is like he tries to knock you out.
so that's really good sparring for David Benavidez. Now that I'm thinking, like, cause that guy just, like, shout out to Khalil Cole. You
Yeah,
know what I
yeah,
mean? Like, but damn,
yeah.
I didn't expect that.
5 weeks. I mean, you can't get a better style for Benavidez than that guy.
Right. I don't. I'm. That's a that when I seen that guy take down Khalil Cole. Khalil Cole's no joke.
Yeah.
He is no joke.
I seen that fight and I was like, okay, but then I seen this how he spars. I was like, okay, this guy's
It's on another level.
he doesn't stop coming.
Do you remember his name?
Emmanuel Gallows,
Emmanuel Gallos.
Emmanuel,
Yeah.
something like that.
Shit. Damn, that's good insight. Cause that's a now I was thinking, I'm like, who is he gonna get to prepare?
Yeah.
For Benavidez. You know what I mean? Because everybody says that. Who can you really get for sparring for to mimic
This guy said Manuel Gallegos. Yeah, that's him.
Gallegos?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. That's interesting, man. So tell me, uh, facing David Benavidez, Morrell, and then working with him, for the time that you did, uh, it is he better? Did you think he was better in the fight or in training camp? Like, when did you think he was better? Or
Um,
was he not impressed?
it wasn't him. It was me. I was testing myself in the fight, but then I was like, okay. And then sparring, I was like, okay, I've been here. I've been on the big stage, so it was all up to me, and I did really good in sparring. Even Shield said he said the LA Hot Rod that have fought and this Hot Rod is totally different. There were even these promoters and managers are like, wow, where's this guy been? You could say the Morrell fight popped my cherry.
Hey, I love it. I love it. I love it. That's good news. Congrats, man. That just you elevating at a fast pace at like at the a limited time that you have in this
Yeah.
sport. You know what I mean? So, and you have a good personality. So yeah, man. That's dope. All right. So who you think is gonna win this fight? All bias aside.
Whoever stays composed better. If Morrell could box, move, pick his shots, and wait till Benavidez slows down a little bit, I would say Morrell. If Morrell exchanges and fights Benavidez' fight, then Benavidez, because Morrell will gas and Benavidez will catch him later in the rounds. So whoever sticks to their game plan better will win, I believe. Now, with Morrell has a puncher's chance. He might hit as hard, so he might get him out there the first 6 rounds. Or Benavidez might get him out the last 6 because Morrell might slow down and just pressure. So it all depends how they come to fight and who sticks to their game plan and who stays composed more.
I'm sure listening to Morrell talking about David Benavidez. He's RoboCop type of a guy. Basically, come forward, just throw a lot of punches. Um, you per se, saying that he has that power. Do you feel like that will happen? Do you feel like that shot that he needs to win this fight will happen?
I don't know if he has to. He has to try to set it up better. Use the jab and set it up. He can't just go and just swing because Benavidez does have weird but good defense also. So I don't know. It's if I would have sparred Benavidez, I could have gave you a better answer.
A
But
100%.
I'm 50-50. All depends who does their game plan better.
So you're 50-50. That's honest.
Yeah,
That's honest. You
because
know what I mean? Or
I
is it just to
Morrell,
get the phone call back for sparring again?
I seen Morrell spar the Mexican, and he stayed composed. This guy was coming nonstop, and he picked the shots and did very well. If he fights like that, I see him winning. But if he starts exchanging first couple of rounds, then you don't know. It's a 50-50 fight because as you see, Morrell, they both like to let their hands go. It's gonna be a fun
Mm.
fight.
You think it's gonna be a fight of the year type of thing?
Well, it can. If Morrell decides to use his feet and box, he might box him. But if Morrell gets hit, he likes to come right back. So I don't know. We'll see.
So what you seen in sparring, you believe that it's a 50-50 because of that. Now
But
we now
what I seen is yes, Morrell can. If Morrell stays composed like he did in sparring, he'll win.
okay.
If he doesn't start trading and doing stupid stuff, then yeah, Morrell should be able. Morrell will outbox him.
Mm. I like it. I like it. Uh, is there something in you that would like to get that Morel rematch one day?
Yeah, but I don't think they'll fight me.
No.
Nah.